a FaceTime with His Excellency, who asked me, will we make the Crawford fight? And the answer, Boots said to
He has already said he loves the Terence Crawford Boots Ennis fight. You know, I took him to see him, and he
always say, I don't care. I just want to fight the top guys, the best guys. They're going to bring the best side out
in the contract. So Terence Crawford, if he gets past Madrimov on August 3rd, will have the chance. If Boots is a world-class fighter.
I mean, and not these guys that's on the lower level. You know, when you fight somebody that's sharp and good like you.
A FaceTime with His Excellency, who asked me, will we make?
He has already said he loves the Terence Crawford Boots Ennis fight. You know, I took him to see him, and he knows. But the thing is with Terence also knows. Anyone, and he's a pound for pound great. I mean, he's a legend.
The long-rumored collision between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Jaron "Boots" Ennis is no longer a fantasy. It's official. After endless speculation, the contracts have been finalized, and the date is set. Boxing's elite technician versus its most explosive young star, a matchup years in the making. For months, fans doubted Crawford would take the fight, but the veteran silenced all critics with a single statement: I don't run from smoke. I don't care who's across from me. I want the best, because that's when I'm at my best. Ennis earned his shot the hard way. Just weeks ago, he put on a masterclass in Philadelphia, dismantling David Avanesian in front of more than 14,000 fans. Under his new promoter, Eddie Hearn, and the Matchroom banner, Ennis fought with controlled aggression, cutting off the ring, firing crisp counters, and forcing Avanesian's corner to throw in the towel after 5 brutal rounds. The performance drew instant comparisons to Crawford's own stoppage of Avanesian in 2022, with many noting that Boots finished the job faster and with more dominance. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't if they would fight, but when. And Ennis didn't waste a second. Still dripping with sweat, in the post-fight interview, he turned to the camera and declared, "Crawford, send the contract." That bold call-out set social media ablaze. Within hours, Saudi Arabia's boxing czar, Turki Alalshik, personally congratulated Ennis and publicly offered to host the showdown, either as a co-main event on the Beterbiev versus Bivol card this October, or as a standalone super fight at 154 pounds early in 2025. Behind the scenes, negotiations kicked off immediately. Crawford, meanwhile, is set to face Israel Madrimov for the WBA super welterweight title on August 3rd in Los Angeles, a bout that could decide whether he walks into the Ennis fight as a unified champion. When asked about Boots' challenge, Crawford didn't hold back. When I fought Avanesian, they said it was a mismatch. Now he fights the same guy, and suddenly it's world class. The double standards are wild, he wrote on X, formerly Twitter. His words weren't bitter, they were calculated. A reminder of how easily narratives shift in boxing. If Crawford handles Madrimov, a fight against Ennis at 154 could define an era.
Tennis. But you've got people now who are champions at 47 that will look now at Boots. Barrios, Stanionis. What other fights are they going to be? They need to be looking for the Boots fight for me to pay up, or a site fee to pay up. Or
that's for next year, but we're going to fight again in October, November. And I said to His Excellency, maybe if you live old Beterbiev in October out there.
He remind them so much of me, but seeing him, you know, I kind of see myself in him, and yes, he deserve a title shot.
Darum, or will it be Terence? Back comes Crawford with the jab. Down goes Spence. How quick?
That's the dude I need to fight. Maybe after the rematch.
Always
after this fight, because he's from a litany of angles. And here comes Spence though as Crawford, and down goes.
Both are natural switch hitters who can dominate from either stance. Crawford, now 36, fights with patience, precision, and the cold composure of experience. Ennis, at 27, brings unmatched speed and finishing instincts, a knockout artist with 29 stoppages in 32 wins. Their styles are mirrors of each other. Cerebral violence versus youthful explosiveness. Eddie Hearn, however, isn't rushing things. He's hinted that Ennis could first pursue unification at welterweight, targeting champions like Mario Barrios or Eimantas Stanionis before moving up. Still, with Saudi money pouring in and global anticipation at fever pitch, that timeline could accelerate in weeks, not months. And just as the story seemed complete, another name entered the mix: Canelo Alvarez. Reports from ESPN's Mike Coppinger suggest Canelo could take a tune-up fight this fall before chasing a mega bout with Crawford in 2025. Canelo himself admitted Crawford's switch-hitting ability makes him a nightmare to prepare for, though he questioned the optics of fighting a smaller man. "It's not fair, but money talks," he told Fight Hype.
In the fight, and Spence is hurt. The 7th. A big shot! Down goes Spence for the...
Me, I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say this too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he needs to. The type of fight Terence Crawford is fighter is
and a great talent. Whether he'd stand a chance with Crawford, I don't really know, because at 147, Crawford is, I think, 10. Ennis is probably, other than prodigy, I mean, I think, he's an unbelievable talent, and we're paying money that they haven't seen, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We had a deal for this.
Crawford has always spoken respectfully about Ennis, even calling him the next one in previous interviews. "I've been following him since the amateurs," he said. "He reminds me of me when I was coming up. But when business comes, you handle business first." That business now looks set for early 2025, a generational clash between master and prodigy, champion and heir. For fans, this is everything boxing still does, right? No gimmicks, no social media drama, just pure competition. Ennis represents the fire of the new generation, eager to prove he belongs at the very top. Crawford, nearing the twilight of his career, is fighting for immortality to cement his name alongside the greats before the clock runs out. Saudi promoters are ready to make it happen. When the lights go down and the bell rings, it won't just be another fight. It'll be a test of time itself. Can the old lion still rule the jungle? Or is the new king finally ready to take his throne?